Hi and welcome to Tweet Street. I'm Mick Tiffany and I'm a novice lizard canary keeper and breeder. Join me on my journey as I strive to breed birds good enough for the show bench. Hello again everybody, it's episode 43 of Tweet Street and as this episode will be going out probably 22nd, 23rd of December, a couple of days before the chubby fella in red comes down your chimney, and if you've been good boys and girls you'll bring your pair of canaries. If you don't get a pair, give us a shout and we'll see if we can help you out. Now, what have I been up to this week? This show, Canary Mix and Match. I needed to sort out the birds I'm keeping, the birds I'm getting rid of, and I could have really done with a champion breeder coming past the house. And here's one we paired earlier, as if by magic he popped up. So thanks, Andy. And we'll see what we've had a little look for. And then it's really, because of that, you're planning really for 2025. And that's what we're going to have a little chat about. As always, we mentioned the weather. Can't live in England and not mention the weather. Here's a lovely photo my good lady wife took one morning. Far too early for me. The lights are just coming onto there dim. It looks quite bright in the bird room, but it's actually not. It's just the way the photo is done. But lovely, lovely sunrise. I don't see many due to my working hours. And it's been quite nice. But we've had snow just today. We've had snow, we've had sleet, we've had rain. That's all disappeared. It's cold, lousy, wet. Look at this in the garden though. A house sparrow decided, this is a male house sparrow, he thought, oh great, we're 3 degrees, I'll pop and have a bath. I don't know, they're made of something better than I am. So that's the weather. It's still cold, the days are short. We've reached the solstice, so we're now getting going to be starting getting a little bit lighter, and I'll incorporate that, extending the light in the bird room now until we get up to 13.5 hours, which was Mike Burling, one of his episodes, he mentioned that. So that's the target, and let's see how we get on with that. Right, so last week, some time ago now, I paid a visit to Ray Anthony and his lad Dean. Beginning of the season, I asked Ray if he had any spare clear-cap gold cockbirds with nice little rowing. He sent me a couple of photos and we agreed on one. And I said, thank you very much. He said, can I pick it up later in the season? I said, of course. He wanted to put it in some shows, which he did. And it's done quite well in the shows. It actually won Best Novice at the Classic. But it's now in Tweet Street. Thank you very much, Ray. You're an absolute star. It was lovely to come and see you, see your bird room and chat, all the tips and info, brilliant. And I'm going to pair the bird up with Mariah Carey bird, if some of you have been watching my top bird from last year. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen, because the gold cock had, some people have mentioned they thought it had slightly longer cap, but Mariah's got no cap at all. She's a complete non-cap. So I think that'll be a great pairing. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what they produce next year. So that was interesting. But I wanted to marry a lot of the birds up, and that's what we're going to chat about next when Andy Beasley comes to visit. So like I say, Andy was going to come over, so what I wanted to do was I put move the birds around quite a bit, and I put the hen birds I really wanted to keep in cages on their own. I had a few empty cages, so on the left hand side I wanted the females, on the right hand side I put the cockbirds. So I took a few of the birds, the cockbirds out, put them in some smaller, just show cages temporarily, so we could move around, so that when Andy came over he could see what we've got, and to make sure he thought I'd picked and selected the right ones. I got it about there, 85%. I probably was about right. and which is good for me to know as a novice. But this is just a quick scan of them birds. A lot of them, you can't marry them all up. So there's going to be some really good birds I'm going to have to get rid of. And but that's the name of the game. This year I've got 10 or 11 pairs. I only really want 6. But the idea is that next year, from all those birds that I breed, I want to make sure I only keep a small amount, but the very best. And that's the plan. It's my last year as a novice next year, 2025. So that's what I'm planning to do. So it's a bit of a bumper breeding year, hopefully, if it all goes well. But from that, I want to really select some of the top birds, so that when I go in towards being champion, I've got a select few that are really well worth keeping. And that's the cunning plan. We all have to have a plan, else we can't fail. So that's mine. So as I say, very kindly, Andy Beasley popped over to help me select and move the birds around to where we wanted. Here he is looking at Mariah Carey bird, which came from him just over a year ago. So it's nice that she done well. He did remark that you know, for 2022 bird, she's actually looking very good, which is really nice. But so we had a look round. A couple of adjustments were made to birds, obviously primarily on Andy's advice. And so I'll just quickly scan round slowly in slow motion the birds that we've selected, and then what we'll do is next year I shall get a bit more footage, and we'll do a bit more storyline of certain pairs, not all pairs, but certain pairs, to see how they progress, how the young progress, and how the young do in the show, which is the way I like to do my shows. So if you're new here, hi, that's what we do. So we've looked around, and we're starting off. This bird went a bit light. She was a good bird for me last year, so she's perking up a bit, and she's a nice hen. We'll see how she goes. So I might use her, might not. So the first one, silver clear cap, didn't do brilliant in the shows, but I like the markings on the bird. So I've paired her with a bird I've had for some time, a nice gold broken cap. And this bird's got really good markings around the vent area, which I've been told by the people that know that should hopefully help improve rowings on the bird for the young. We'll see how that goes. This one's a really nice. This is the daughter of Mariah. We've done well with her this year in shows. Good markings again. She's going to be paired up with another gold broken cap, which was actually the father or grandfather as it is now. So he looks as rough as a ragman's trumpet, but he didn't half knock out some bloody good chicks. So that's what he's there for. Now, obviously at the top here, we've got the first pair of fifes from Matt Eld. We're going to see how they get on. They might not exactly stay where they are at the minute, all these birds, but they are for now. Now, these guys have done okay at the minute. The other pair of fives, but she had a bit of a neurological problem in the week, and I thought it was coming to the worst. But she had 2 or 3 days where she couldn't stand, and she's got better. I don't quite know what happened, so I should keep a keen eye on her. It's a lovely bird, and hopefully she'll continue, and we'll see how that goes. So this is Mariah Carey bird. Like I say, I thought she was my best bird last year. She produced 3 cracking young. All the young I've kept for next year. And she's paired, as you can see on the right there, the bird I got off of Ray last week. And he's a clear cap gold cock bird. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of those. They'll certainly be having the cameras on them. Mariah will be used to it. I don't know about Ray's bird, but he'll get the hang of it. She'll be the boss. Now this bird is the daughter of Mariah. She's a 2023 bird. Unfortunately didn't have any young off her this year, but I haven't paired her up with another cock bird yet. I was running short. So one of the other cockbirds will be going over this bird as well. Not sure which one yet. This is one of mine. It's a 2023 bird. So she's done the business already. An almost non-capped silver hen. She produced well for me this year, and so she's in for next year. And she's in with this one. This is one of the first birds I rung this year. It's a broken cap gold. He's quite nice. He's got a little bit of rowing. We'll see what they match up with. That'll be quite nice. Next to that is my best gold hen. Unfortunately, she just had a poo. But that's my best bird from this year. She's done really well in all the shows she went in, first in class every time, and second best at the classic, behind the other clear cap gold cockbird. She's paired with what would be her uncle, and he's a nice bird. He produced some reasonably nice young this year as well, so that's a good little pairing, I believe. And this no, the Higgins line. I'll try and get a little whistle for you if I didn't put it in. The Higgins line. There's the hen, the gold hen. Cracking birds. They just stand out against the rest of mine. So Danny and Nigel, top blokes, thank you so much for this pair. And the silver cockbird that's going to go with. They just different league, isn't it? Just a different league. So this is what I'm really hoping to get, some cracking birds next year, and really fine tune it, keep the very finest. This is a nice clear cap silver hen. It's a bird I've bred, me and Bob Snedden from our stock, and I really liked her. She had some chicks. The chicks didn't survive, unfortunately. And I did change the way I was feeding the chicks after that, and didn't lose any more after it, so hopefully better for her this year. And that's a nice little broken cap gold cock there that will be helping her out. Now I've got just trying to make a few notes, bear with. Got another two pairs over on the side here. At the bottom there, one of my birds, bird 14, she's done alright, broken cap silver hen. And she's going to be married up to this bird, broken cap gold cock, when it comes over. He's got really good rowings. He's done really well. This is one of the birds I hand fed, if you remember, at the beginning of the year when the parent bird passed away. And he's done really well. It's a nice bird. And you can see he's looking quite nice. Just above the cage above them, we've got bird number 2. It's a clear cap gold hen. I haven't shown her this year. She was a very late molting bird, and so she didn't molt really well, because by the time she finished I'd stop feeding, colour feeding. And she's with this bird. Now this is a really nice bird. It's the son of Mariah, and really nice silver cockbird. So that's the last pairing I've got at the moment. So mainly, again, you'll notice I've done pairs. I've got 3 spare birds. The one that was light you saw earlier, she'll be okay, I'm sure. Might use her if she perks up. And then 2 silver broken cap cockbirds, which are just too nice to get rid of as spares. So all the birds you're looking at there, unfortunately, they've got to go. If anybody out there does need any, and you're in the Midlands area of England, please contact me if you need any, because these will be gone very soon. And if you want any as extra stock, please let me know. So yeah, and that's where we've gone. It's horrible. It's hard to get rid of your birds. These are some over-year cockbirds at the bottom here. It's tough to let them go in it, because there's some nice birds, and you know they're nice, but you're thinking, I can't keep them all. You know, I'll be living in the bird room, and the birds will have to come in the house. It can't work like that, can it? There's a couple of spare cockbirds that I've got, which I really like, and so that's what we've decided on keeping. Let me know what you think. Like I say, it's more than I would normally want to keep. I'm almost double what I really want to keep. But like I say, I really want to try and have a bumper year quality wise. I have lots of quality to pick from to pick a very, very few of the very best birds next year, and that's what I'm planning for, because next year it's going to be my last year as a novice. So you're just looking at a few pictures now of some of the birds I've got to go. Got to wave goodbye to them. Excuse me, but this is it. This is what happens. So, and that's this episode. That's what it was all about: mixing, matching, and getting ready for next year. So, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe, click a like, share, comment, whatever, please do, feel free. There's a little box somewhere if you wanted to donate to help towards the cost of running the channel. You're very welcome to. And I just hope we'll have a good Christmas, everybody. My next episode will be what's happened over the last 12 months. I'm already working on that. And then in January, we're going to start all over again. I've got to have a new format. We've got to include the fives and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to it. And it should be really good. So happy Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a great new year as well. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye-bye.